The Motorola Edge 20 was a phone I enjoyed using. It was sleek, lightweight, and priced reasonably despite sporting pretty decent internals. And now today we're going to take a look at Motorola's follow-up to that, meet the Motorola Edge 30. What have Moto done this time around? Let's unbox it and find out in today's video. Hey guys, Ash here from C4eTech, and if you do end up liking what you see, thumbs up, subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that bell icon if you haven't yet, and let's get started. The box here is instantly recognizable. This is your typical Motorola blue box. Let's go ahead and open it up. Once we do, we are immediately greeted by the Edge 30. Let's take it out of the box and remove the case it comes in. This is a pretty standard soft case that we see with a lot of Motorola phones. Let's now move on to the next thing in this box, this insert. This houses a couple of things. First, a SIM ejector tool, and then we have the regular leaflets. Next up is the charging and data transfer cable. This is Type A to Type C. And finally, we get to the charging brick. Motorola has included a 33-watt turbocharger here. And oh yeah, here's the ritual removing of the protective plastic. Now remember how I said the Edge 20 was sleek and light? Now that's something Motorola has continued with the Edge 32. This is the world's thinnest 5G phone. It's just 6.79 millimeters thick and weighs in at a super light 155 grams despite sporting a respectable 4020 mAh battery, which based on my experience with the Edge 20 should be fine for moderate day-to-day use. And anyway, you do get that 33-watt turbocharger in the box for quick top-ups if needed. Now, this phone being this light means the back is plastic, but just like we saw on the G52, Moto says this is a PMMA finish that should make it more resistant to scratches and scuffs, when compared to regular plastic. So in a way, you could call it plastic plus, I guess. Anyways, it feels nice to touch. It's pretty resistant to fingerprints, but can get smudges quite easily. The Edge 30 has a boxy feel to it that you're gonna either absolutely love or hate. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of boxy phones, but even for someone like me, the weight here makes the Edge 30 very easy on the hands. Now Motorola offers two color options. This is the Meteor Grey, there's also an Aurora Green. Moving on, other placements include the power and volume keys to the right, the secondary noise cancelling mic up top, the left's clean, and to the bottom we have a USB Type-C port, the primary speaker and mic alongside a SIM tray. This one accepts two 5G SIMs, sadly no support for microSD. There is, however, support for 13 5G bands, so Moto continues to impress on that front. And just like on the Pro, the Edge 30 also gets an IP52 certification for some protection against the elements. One area where this phone actually outdoes the Pro is with the fingerprint scanner. Now, if you remember, the Edge 30 Pro had a side-mounted scanner that was built into the power key. Here we get an optical scanner underneath the display, and it's pretty quick. It was fast and responsive. We also get face unlock via the 32 megapixel selfie camera. Again, no complaints. The selfie camera itself, it seems fine and does a reasonably good job with selfies. Moto even lets you shoot 4K 30 selfie videos. Now with the rear cameras, the primary is a 50 megapixel sensor paired with an optically stabilized f1.8 lens. Quick samples are shot around the office leave me hopeful here. The images, they are promising, detailed with good dynamic range. I also love what they've done with the ultra wide. This is another 50 megapixel sensor, and as you can see, they've matched the colors quite so beautifully. Now just like on the Pro, this one also has autofocus, meaning it pulls double duty for macros as well. Now the third sensor, it's a 2 megapixel depth. It's there to make this a triple camera setup. Any which ways, moving on, the regular software features that we've come to expect like spot color, cinematograph and dual capture are all present and accounted for. Talking about software, we have MIUI 3.0 on top of Android 12. Though this is technically a skin on top of Android, Moto is happy to leave almost everything untouched. You still do get a fair bit of custom Moto features like Chop Chop to turn the flashlight on and off, double twist to launch the camera or switch between the front and rear cameras, peak display returns, and all these functions are pretty neatly tucked away into one app, leaving the interface quite clean. Meaning this is one of the stockest experiences you're gonna get outside of a Pixel phone. Now talking about that, Motorola is promising updates to Android 13 and 14 apart from 3 years of security patches. Anyways, that's the future. Here today in the now, the user experience feels great. The Edge 30 feels very responsive, and one of the reasons why is that 144Hz refresh with 360Hz touch sampling. And on that note, let's now talk display. This here is a Gorilla Glass 3 covered 6.5-inch 10-bit POLED panel. It's quite bright, offers punchy colors and is crisp. There's DC dimming that works at 144 Hz, and this beautiful display coupled with stereo audio output, since the earpiece also doubles up as a speaker, makes for an excellent media experience. Even gaming's good here since under the hood, Motorola has gone with the Snapdragon 778G Plus. Well, it's not a major upgrade over last gen, it's still a more than capable chipset. The RAM is LPDDR5, 6 or 8 gigs, and the storage is 128 gigs of uMCP, which is supposed to be a tad faster than UFS 2.1. Now with that, let's get to pricing. The Edge 20 launched in India at 30,000 rupees but is now available at 28. The Edge 30 on the other hand, it starts at 28 with 2,000 rupees worth of bank offers, at least initially. Now for this price, Motorola seems to have put together a compelling package. I mean, if a slim and light phone that can keep up with pretty much anything you throw at it with respect to day-to-day tasks and also run the occasional game from time to time, if that's something you're looking at, the Edge 30 seems to fit the bill. But then again, these are just early impressions. I'll have more to say in the full review, or maybe I should just jump straight into a comparison. I mean, would you guys be interested in seeing this phone pit against, say, the Vivo V23 or even the OnePlus Nord 2T? Let me know in the comments below and we'll try to get that done. And with that, we're at the end of this video. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about it. Subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that bell icon if you haven't yet. And thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.